Good morning, Erica. Okay, Suntec City is what they call the vertical Silicon Valley of Singapore. The reason they call this building that is because in this couple of very tall towers, you get a lot of high-tech companies like Microsoft and a lot of top names there. So most of the high-tech software companies and hardware companies have made their homes at Suntec City, and also because of the infrastructure of the whole setup, they have a lot of back-end infrastructure like high-end lease lines and backbone like ATM, which is asynchronous transfer mode, and frame relay. So that will work out very fine for very large companies that need a lot of infrastructure. Okay, a lot of hotels these days actually have what they call broadband connections, which means that you can actually plug in your laptop computer via a RJ45 or Ethernet cable, and you get high-speed internet connections. But somehow that's not good enough for a lot of travelers these days because they don't want to be bound by a wire. So these days, a lot of hotels, like for example, hotels like Conrad Hotel, the Gallery Everson, Pan Pacific Group, as well as the Ritz-Carlton, which is a 6-star hotel in Singapore, they have now what they call wireless broadband connections as well. Some of the hotels like Grand Hyatt even offer wireless connections up to 10 megabit per second. If you look at the evolution of wireless technology, AO2.11b is the most stable, and it's also the most pervasive in terms of range and reach. For example, you can have a single wireless base station set up and have up to, let's say, 150 feet of reach. But if you use, let's say, competing technologies like Bluetooth, then you're going to be really short. And Bluetooth is actually meant for personal area networks, and it's not really pervasive in terms of the reach of the network. Yeah, you're looking at a lot of the infrastructure built by governments. For example, a lot of what they call science parks, for example, the biotech, the life science, and a lot of other electronics, high-tech kind of tech parks are actually all equipped with broadband back-end as well as wireless connections. They are emerging in that kind of infrastructure. And also there will be evolution in terms of the speed of the wireless network. For example, right now you're looking at 802.11b, which is giving you about 11 megabits per second transfer speed. But eventually they will move to, let's say, 802.11g, which offers in excess of 50 megabit per second, or even 802.11a, which is using the 5 gigahertz bandwidth. Thank you, Erica.